Today's the day, the last day of democracy. People have been warning you for 8 years, probably 10 years plus years about the risks that this man poses to our country, our constitution, but no one listened. The fact that he's being sworn in after inciting an insurrection against our country is freaking unfathomable. I watched that day from start to finish. Trump's statements were so concerning that my partner and I just became pretty habitual news watchers. On January 6th, as soon as the riots started to break out, they did not break to a commercial for several hours. My partner and I witnessed Ashley Babbitt get shot. We saw her body getting taken out of the Capitol. I haven't been able to find those images since that day, but it was traumatizing. Biden won the 2020 election by more than 7 million votes. His entire presidency was undermined by the Republicans and the GOP, from accusing him of taking bribes from Burisma to Hunter Biden, who has never ever worked in the White House, a private citizen, with such a perfect distraction. Anyone who voted for him fell for it. He gets to be sworn in today and doesn't have to place his hand on the Bible. Not like I really care, but that seems like a tradition. His claim of trying to move the inauguration indoors to make it a more secure event is just baloney. Really, he just didn't want the news media or anybody else to see that his crowd size would not nearly be as impressive as he wants it to be. There are protests going on at the Capitol with anti-Trump protesters, and they seem to be doing just fine in the cold. We can claim we won't go back, but that is exactly what will happen. His goal is to consolidate all power into the executive branch, taking away the power of the Supreme Court and taking away the power of Congress. The goal is to crush dissent. The goal is to gaslight you into thinking that every one of their accusations is true when really it's just a confession. Almost every time Republicans accuse Democrats of something, it's usually something they are guilty of doing. When one man's word becomes sacrosanct over our institutions, that should be a red flag. Most Americans care about the economy, or so they claim. Yet they can still dish out hundreds or thousands of dollars for each one of his stupid ideas. This election was bought and paid for by America's finest oligarch. So far, he's been successful in playing Americans as fools, but I see through it. I hope you do too. He doesn't care about helping the average American. He sold us out. Kept classified documents. Who knows what he did with them? Maybe the fact that it's so in your face and transparent, the way he's trying to screw you, that it just seems crazy that he's actually doing it. But he is. He just wants to break things. He's a liar, a consistent liar. If you fell for it, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry you couldn't see. But now we all have to deal with the consequences because of your ignorance.